back with another one. How are we doing, my kings and queens? So you've seen the title, and that's why you clicked on this video. How to be true to yourself to live a happy and fulfilling life. So let's get on with it, shall we? So guys, I see all the time, it's not very often I see people living true to themselves, and it's also not very often that I see people living fulfilled lives and happy lives. Most people I see are fucking miserable, and part of that is because they're not being true to themselves, and we need to start. Yeah, so I'm going to go through a lot of things, how I live my life, which is why it's so fulfilling, and ways that you can look at your own life to make yours more fulfilling and being true to your actual self. Now, first things first, guys, is remembering you are a person too. You are. Treat yourself like one. Because I know a lot of people don't. There's been a lot of times I haven't. Yeah, where you're there for everybody, but no one's there for you. And you're not there for you. And you're putting everyone else's needs above your own. So what's that telling yourself? It's telling yourself that you're not worthy. Yeah? And no one should be feeling like that, should they? So that's not being very true to yourself. It's not being very good to yourself anyway, is it? So part of being true to yourself is being good to yourself, because we're all deserving of feeling appreciated and feeling worth it, feeling like we're enough. Yeah, basic human feeling that we should all feel that we are enough. But the problem is, not many of us do feel like we're enough, do we? And there's been plenty of times in my life where I haven't felt like enough. Not at all. But part of that sometimes, guys, is, which I'll get to the next point, is removing yourself from bad situations, bad places, and bad people. People that aren't good for you. Yeah. Now, I've had to do all of the above in my life, and I've noticed a massive difference in how I feel when I do. Whether it's a toxic relationship or with somebody who doesn't value you. Now, if somebody doesn't value you and you're still sticking around, you ain't going to feel very valuable, are you? Why would you? And if your needs aren't getting met and you're not communicating your needs, or maybe even you do communicate your needs and they're still not being met, it's just enforcing that belief that, hey, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, whatever. Okay? Same with situations. If you've got a job that's chipping away at your soul, or it's a really toxic environment where people are backstabbing, bickering, bitching and all that shite, that ain't good for you either, is it? It's drama, fucking drama. We don't like drama. We don't do drama. Well, I don't anyway. I do, but I try and avoid it. I've been in work environments where it's shit. No one's getting on with each other. As soon as one leaves the room, the other one's going, she's a right cunt, she is. And I'm like, I wonder what you're going to be talking about me when I fuck off out the room. And you know for a fact that's what's happening. And they're all backstabbing and bitching. And when you get to a point where you've got a job where you're really dreading going there, something needs to change. Your inner you ain't happy, and maybe you need to start listening to that inner you. And when you do, you're being true to yourself, because you're listening to your inner you. Your inner you's like, shit mate, I don't like this, can we have a bit less, can we do something else? Yeah. So being true to yourself is listening to your inner self, thinking, right, let's get out of this situation. You're my bro, you're me, we're best friends, we need to be best friends. Part of being true to yourself is being your best friend, being your own best friend. We all need to be, because at the end of the day, guys, there's only one relationship that you are guaranteed to have forever, and that's with yourself. Let it sink in, soak it up, think about it. It's true. You've got to live with you till the day you die, okay? So you need to learn to make friends with yourself, and one way you're going about that is by fucking listening to yourself, validating your own emotions, and thinking, right, I feel shit because of X, Y, Z. Alright then, well, if I feel shit about X, Y, and Z, what the fuck am I going to do about it? Think about it, yeah? So again, there's a job you've got, say, it's unfulfilling, it's wank, it's a shit situation with shitty people that's just dragging you down, and it is chipping away at your soul, then what the fuck are you still doing there? Ask yourself that. Get out. Just get out. And I know we all need money, we all need to pay the bills, but find something else. There's always something else, yeah? At least be fucking looking, so you can at least tick that box and say, hey me, I'm doing my best here. I know we're in the shit at the moment, but I'm trying to get out of it. And that inner you is going to appreciate it, and it's going to feel like you're listening, yeah? So listen to your inner self, make friends with your inner self, yeah? And you are going to find, the more you do listen to yourself, the more you're going to find that your life is going to be more fulfilling and happier. So let's get on to some other shit as well. Right, for me, my inner self has always been, ever since I was a kid, I think we're all more our inner selves when we were children, and somewhere along the lines we lose that little spark. Life just beats us up a bit, and we stop going from this, listening to this, to listening to every fucker else, and that moulds and shapes us into miserable fucking zombies that just get their head down, do a shit job they don't like, go home, no fulfillment, and it's shit, right? So for me, as a child, I was always ambitious. I always had these big dreams. And I know a friend, even in my teens, a friend of mine, still a very, very brilliant friend of mine, we always promised each other we're never just going to be normal people. We ain't about that life. We're going to do something, make something of ourselves, or at least have a good fucking go at it, yeah? And we should. So getting back to me having this ambition, as I find when I'm procrastinating, and chances are, fucking hell, hang on a minute, not an earthquake, don't worry, I just pulled on the cable. When I'm not at my best, or I've taken a hit, like my dad passing recently, I did a lot of procrastinating because I had no fucking energy, yeah? So I find when I am procrastinating, or I take my foot off the gas and I do a little more of fuck all, which we all need to sometimes, but times when I don't really need to and I'm doing it anyway, and I'm not being productive, that inner me has an issue with that. And it do, because that inner me is like, no, this life, baby, we get one, and we're gonna fucking live it, and we're gonna do something spectacular. We're really gonna think, right, we want that, we're gonna fucking go for it, yeah? That's me. That is me. So when I'm not being true to myself, and I'm just lounging around, say if I've got a free day, baby, I should be doing all these things. I should be doing this, I should be in the gym, I should be doing all these productive things. But if I had a day of doing fuck all, I can promise you right now, I'll be fucking miserable. I will feel like dog shit. I can tell you now, I mean, say if I had a day of just sitting on this sofa, sticking the telly on, eating shit all day, before the day's over, I will feel severely depressed. That's how much my inner me is going, nope, we aren't doing, this is not the life we signed up for. When we was up there with the big man upstairs, we had a plan, and you ain't following the fucking script, mate. So I'm giving you this fucking depression to kick you up the fucking arse. I'm telling you, this ain't what we signed up for. This is not how we're going to live our life. So I want to make you feel like shit, so you wake up and think, oh, when I procrastinate and do fuck all and kill some brain cells in front of the telly, I'm going to feel like shit. So the more that happens, the more I'm like, oh, hang on a minute. Maybe I should get back to being productive, because when I do that, I stand a little taller, I feel fucking great, yeah? So that's me. I mean, maybe you don't have the same ambition. Maybe it's where your line is, do you know what I mean? I think we all want to do something, surely we do. But I think the reason why I'm more susceptible to depression from chilling the fuck out is because my inner me is just that ambitious, yeah? But we should all have some level of ambition. I think if you're being truly honest to yourself, with your inner self, we all have some form of ambition, yeah? Because we're not here very long, guys. Life's brief. Make the fucking most, yeah? Do something. Just think, while we're here, right? Say our bodies, our souls, when we die, float off to heaven. Yeah. Do you want to look back on your life and think, right, I could have done anything. I could have done anything I wanted if I really, yeah, it's going to be hard. I'm going to push myself. Yeah, it's going to be difficult, yeah. But I could do anything. Anything I want. But instead, I had a shitty 9-to-5 job where they didn't appreciate me, didn't like me. I didn't have any hobbies. I had no particular interests other than watching the telly, and that was shit. And I just lived a very boring life. Nothing spectacular happened. I didn't really achieve anything. I just kept my head down, and then I died. I'm going to be a bit embarrassed about myself when I go up to the pearly gates of heaven and all my dead family's waiting for me. I'm like, oh, how'd you get on? And I look back at the life and think, did a bit shit really. I just watched telly. You're like, right, we gave you a human experience. We beamed your soul down into that body, that handsome body, to do something, and you fucking wasted it. Yeah, so I want you to think of life like that as well, because that's how I see life. Yeah, call me spiritual, call me crazy, call me what you like. I don't give a shit. But I genuinely think life is it's a human experience where we're meant to have challenges, and those with a hard life, well, you decided to put life in hard mode, yeah. So, and he did that for a reason, because you know he could fucking handle it. So, however hard your life is right now, you got this, and you know you fucking have. Your inner you knows you have. So start listening to the fucker. Okay. Now, I've touched on it as well. Not being true to yourself is putting others always before yourself. Yeah, and it's being with somebody who you're always chasing them, chasing their affection, and they're not meeting you halfway. That's not being true to you, because you're chasing somebody who's not your kind of people. They're not meant to be in your tribe, because if they were, they'd be meeting you halfway. Imagine there's a bridge, right, and you got this friend or girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever. Could be a family member, could be your mum, could be your dad. It doesn't matter. And if you feel like you're putting all the work in and you're making all the effort and they're not bringing anything back, they're not meeting you halfway on this fucking bridge, are they? No, they're not. Therefore, they're just not your people. They are not your people. Your tribe, your people, they're always going to meet you halfway, okay? And I get sometimes we struggle. Sometimes I'm not a great friend to my friends because I'm fucking struggling. I get it, yeah, but if in general they're never meeting you halfway, then reassess. Maybe you need to eliminate them from your life, or at least have expectations. Manage your expectations on that individual and sort of keep them at arm's length. If they're there, I don't expect anything out of them. They can't upset me. They're never going to let me down because I'm not expecting anything. So anything I do get from them, bonus, bang on. Yeah, but learn to, if you're just around people that don't appreciate you, you're not doing your soul any good. Oh no, you're really not. I've been there myself, you know, like toxic relationships where you're just an emotional punch bag. And a couple of them, yeah. And believe you me, once I get out and the fog clears, this clears up, I suddenly start feeling good. And I'm like, wow, this is how I'm supposed to be feeling. But you got stuck in that cycle of whatever toxic shit you were involved in, okay? Get out. Just get out. Listen to that inner you. If you're feeling that anxiety inside, or you're feeling depressed or whatever, it's your soul talking, it's screaming at you. Something needs to change, okay? So listen to the fucker. What is it? Now, my next point, guys, is what excites you. The amount of people I talk to, I'm like, oh, what do you do in your spare time? Well, no, really. I'm like, all right. Like me, I'm like, oh, I do this, that, and the other, and all these things, and they're like, all right. Like, to me, they think I'm crazy. I think they're fucking crazy, yeah. To have nothing going on. Like, surely something in your life excites you. Pursue it. As long as it's not hurting you. As long as it's healthy, of course. You know, you think, oh, I love drugs. Give me loads of drugs. I'm not saying that, okay? But something's got to excite you. Like, for me, being creative excites the shit out of me. That does tickle my balls. Love being creative. So, what do I do about it? I wrote novels, I write music, record music, I do videos, I make YouTube videos, as you can see. I'm always doing something creative, yeah? Shit with the kids. I just think of, oh, what can I do? Or just invent a game and just have a laugh, yeah? So I'm always satisfying that creative side that's deep inside me. I'm always satisfying it. I'm paying attention to it. I'm like, right, yeah, I've got to be creative because that's what I'm all about. And when I do things creative, it drives me, it gives me energy. I love it. Like, say, me right now doing this video, part of me just wants to sit down, watch the shitbox, kill some brain cells, eat some shit, chill out, put my feet up. But I'm not. I'm doing this. And as soon as this is finished, I'm going to feel energized. I'm going to feel great. I'm going to be like, I did that, fucker. And it's a step towards something I'm building, which is my YouTube channel. So subscribe, baby. Thank you very much. And then you'll be helping a brother out, won't you? And in return, I'm going to help you. So, a side note there. Although I'll try and keep them to a minimum because we're already on about 19 minutes. So yeah, figure out what excites you and do the fucker. And don't allow anyone to mistreat you. They are not your people. Bin them off. Again, like I said, bad situations or bad people, you distance yourself from them, yeah? That inner you don't need that shit, yeah? And another one for me, getting back to my previous video when I was on about slinging dick and banging beaver duck. One night stands, sleeping around, that's not for me. That's not who I am. I need some sort of connection before I put my dick in her. I do. So that's being true to me. That I need something, like just treating a woman like a piece of meat. That's not what my inner me is about. So when I've done things like that in the past, I've felt fucking awful afterwards. Feel hollow, feel like shit. I just feel like a prick. I don't feel like a good human being. And that's me inner me going, come on, mate, we're not about that life. What are you fucking playing at? So it makes me feel like shit to tell me, like, no, we don't do that. Yeah? Same as, like, I don't know, radiator behind me, yeah? Put my hand on that fucker. It's a bit cold, actually. I need to... This radiator's shit. But say if that were red hot, what's my brain going to do? It's going to go, out, going to create pain, and I'm going to go, fuck it, I better get my hand off there, and it's the same with depression or feeling lousy about yourself, yeah? It's your brain, it's your inner you going, let's hurt him so he learns, right? I burnt my fucking hand then, I'm going, right, I ain't resting my hand on that radiator again. Lesson learned. So when you feel like shit about yourself over some situation, or you feel depressed, learn the fucking lesson, okay? Now, another way I live my life, true to me, is I'm self-employed. I don't like somebody telling me what to do. I've always been a fucking free bird, where I like to do what I want to do, and I want to live life on my fucking terms and do all the things I want to do. I like to be free. I like not answering to other people. I like to be able to, I mean, that's why I live alone, and this is why I work for myself. I have my own business. I mean, I'm not saying we all need, some people need direction, they need to be a part of a team, or need to, you speak to you know, I don't know you, I'm talking to a fucking camera, yeah? Maybe you are like me, yeah? This is why I work for myself. I can't have a boss. That just, I wouldn't, the inner me would have an issue with that, yeah? Especially if that boss is a fucking moron, then I'd have a serious issue with that, okay? So, bear that in mind. What do you need? Talk to your inner you. Think, oh, that lifestyle really suits me, that. Then fucking do it. Worry at once. Why are you going to please everybody else and think, oh, I've got to do this, that, and the other? This is your life, yours. Now, unless you've got kids obviously, you've got to put them first, you have, and show them the way to put themselves first, okay? But aside from that, any other time or whatever, it's all you, baby, so pay attention to you. Now, other ways I'm true to myself is when I'm doing this. I like to crack the odd joke. Maybe to you I'm not very funny. Opinions vary. One or two of you maybe. Maybe you got a lame sense of humour like me. I like to be funny. I like to bring laughter into people's lives because I just always have. I've always valued humour. I've got a few friends that are very, very funny. I've got one, he's the funniest bloke on the planet. He really is. And sometimes he's not. When he's having a hard time, he ain't funny anymore. And I just look at him, I think, you ain't being you. And I know it's hard sometimes, you sort of, when times are hard, you go into yourself, do you know what I mean? And you're a bit, and it's hard to crack a joke when you're pissing in the fucking wind. I know. And you know, it's seeing my mate at times when he's not funny anymore, I'm like, you lost your fucking spark, you lost your thing. And then every now and then it starts coming back, and I'm starting to see it coming back in him, and I'm like, baby, he's back, he's coming back, and it's great to see. And just having him, well, it's double-edged to be fair, because I hate going out with a prick. He hurts my face. He's that funny. We go out together, and my cheeks fucking hurt by the end of the night, because he's been making me laugh all the time. I've been out with him before, and he puts on an accent, right? And we've gone somewhere where no one knows us. We're a different city, whatever. So when we get talking to people, they don't know that he's putting on an accent. But I do. So every time he opens his mouth, I'm pissing my pants. Not literally. So whoever we're talking with, they're looking at me like, who's this clown? He's fucking laughing all the time. What's his beef? What's wrong with him? What's his issue? Because they don't know. He's putting on a voice, he's putting on an accent, yeah? And to me, I mean, I don't give a shit. These people we're never ever going to see again. And that's just great, you know what I mean? I don't know why I'm telling you that story, but hey, if you've got that need to, that desire within your inner self to make people laugh, then make people laugh. Yeah, that is a gift. To me, that is a gift. We need more people in this world they have that desire to make people laugh, because laughter is a fucking medicine. It's the cure. If you can laugh in the face of adversity, and I always will. Now, I've been in some sticky situations, right? Some dicey situations where shit's hit the fan. It's a dangerous scenario. And I just crack a fucking joke and get on with it. And it picks people up. It boosts their morale, shall we say, and it gets them through a shit situation. Like, come on, I know it's shit, but fuck it, let's have a laugh. So I'll crack a joke in some dire situations, and I could be getting attacked, right? And then I'll crack a joke, and then they start laughing. I'm like, got him. Humour is fucking brilliant, yeah. So if you've got that desire to make people laugh, do it. I'm pulling on that fucking cable again, motherfucker. Right, so we'll wrap it up, guys, I think, because I think I'm done. I might have rambled a bit, but 27 fucking minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I am sorry. But valuable video, wouldn't you say? Because this is going to change your life, guys. So pay more attention to you, that inner you. What do I want? Am I happy? What needs to change in my life? Yeah, depression is your body and mind telling you something needs to sort out. Get it sorted, yeah. And I hope you do. I want to see more people having a go. Just having a go at something, right? Say if this never takes off, right? At least I can look back when I'm dead or dying and go, I had a fucking go. And I can die with a big smile on my face and say I gave it some, I gave it my all. So what if it didn't work out? I enjoyed the journey. And I've made a difference in somebody's life, which I already have doing this. So I've already fucking won. But I'm going to keep going anyway. I'm going to keep doing it because it's what I was put on this planet to do. And I know that because I listened to this. I listened to that inner me. Always having conversations with this inner me. Right, what needs to change? What am I doing? You know what I mean? Learn to communicate with yourself, okay? Which, stick around with me, subscribe, and we'll figure it out, guys. You're going to be okay. And if you're having a hard times don't last forever, alright? Trust me, I know. Good times will come again. They always do. So, give us a thumbs up, like the video. Be Adele, thank you very much. Subscribe, as I've told you twice already. I know. Tell your friends. You might have a friend like, oh, guy talking about whatever. Might be up your street. Tell them. They might not like it, but hey, let's get this channel going, shall we? And I appreciate every one of you for watching. I really do. It's beautiful. It's nice being listened to. We all need to be listened to sometimes. And me just doing what I do. Fucking hell, why did I wait till now to start having this conversation when the video's fucking forever already? Just, yeah, thank you. I love you guys. I think you're the best. So, and I do really appreciate everything all of yous have done, and just watching or telling a friend, or I've got people that are really Josh Jables. Oh my god, the amount he's done for me. I would literally be talking to one man and his dog. So Josh, thank you, my friend. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'm wrapping it up because this video's taking forever. Be the best you. And do it for you. Cheers.